If you are above the age of 50, chances are your body does not respond to food the way it used to. Foods you have eaten your whole life may now cause discomfort. Blood sugar rises faster than before. Digestion feels slower. You may notice bloating, gas, or heaviness after meals. Your joints feel stiff in the morning. Weight is easier to gain and harder to lose. None of this means your body is failing. It simply means your body has changed and it needs a little more understanding. Many people over 50 are told the same thing again and again. Stop eating rice, avoid bread, cut out potatoes, stay away from carbs. These foods are blamed for diabetes, weight gain, and inflammation. But here is the problem. These foods are part of daily life. They are comforting. They are familiar. And for many people, completely removing them is stressful and unrealistic. Stress itself creates health problems, especially at this age. What most people do not realize is that food itself is not always the enemy. Very often, the way food is prepared and eaten matters more than the food itself. Your body at 50 does not need extreme rules. It needs smarter choices. It needs food that supports digestion, keeps blood sugar steady, and reduces inflammation without taking away the joy of eating. As we get older, our digestive system becomes more sensitive. The stomach produces fewer enzymes. The gut moves a little slower. The balance of good bacteria in the intestines changes. This affects how sugar enters the bloodstream. It affects how nutrients are absorbed. It even affects mood, sleep, and energy levels. That is why meals that once felt normal may now leave you tired or uncomfortable. Many people blame themselves. They think they are weak or undisciplined. But this is not about willpower. It is about biology. After 50, the body processes starch and sugar differently. Blood sugar can spike quickly, and insulin has to work harder. Over time, this creates stress inside the body. That stress shows up as inflammation, joint pain, belly fat, and constant fatigue. The good news is that small changes can make a big difference. You do not need complicated diets or expensive supplements. You do not need to stop eating the foods you love. What you need is a better understanding of how your body reacts and how simple adjustments can support it instead of fighting it. This is especially important if you are dealing with diabetes, prediabetes, digestive issues, or unexplained weight gain. But even if you feel generally healthy, these changes can help you stay strong, active, and comfortable as you age. Health after 50 is not about restriction. It is about cooperation with your body. In the next part, we will talk about what really happens inside your body when you eat starchy foods and why your age makes that process different. We will keep it simple, no complex science, just clear explanations that make sense for everyday life. As we move past the age of 50, the way our body handles food quietly changes. You may not notice it at first, but inside the system is working differently. When you eat a meal, especially one that contains rice, bread, potatoes, or pasta, your body breaks that food down into sugar. That sugar enters the bloodstream and gives you energy. When we are younger, this process is smooth and balanced. After 50, it becomes less efficient. One of the key reasons is insulin. Insulin is the hormone that helps sugar move from the blood into the cells, where it can be used as energy. With age, the cells do not listen to insulin as well as they used to. This is called insulin resistance. It does not happen overnight. It builds slowly over years. You may still be eating the same foods, but your body reacts more strongly to them. When insulin resistance increases, blood sugar stays high for longer periods. This puts pressure on the pancreas. It also increases inflammation in the body. Over time, this inflammation affects the joints, the heart, the brain, and the digestive system. This is why many people over 50 feel tired after meals or experience mental fog, stiffness, or discomfort. Now let us talk about starch. Starch is found in foods like rice, bread, pasta, and potatoes. When these foods are freshly cooked and eaten hot, the starch is quickly broken down into sugar. For a younger body, this may not be a big issue. For an older body, this quick rise in sugar can cause problems. The blood sugar spikes fast, and insulin has to rush to control it. Here's where a simple but powerful change comes in. When starchy foods are cooked and then cooled, their structure changes. This change happens naturally. The starch becomes more stable and harder for the body to break down. This type of starch is called resistant starch. You do not need to remember the name. What matters is what it does. Resistant starch moves more slowly through the digestive system. It does not turn into sugar right away. This means blood sugar rises more gently. Insulin does not have to work as hard. For a body over 50, this is very important. Less stress on insulin means better balance and more stable energy. Another important point is digestion. Resistant starch travels further down into the gut instead of being fully digested in the stomach and small intestine. In the gut, it feeds the good bacteria. These bacteria play a huge role in health after 50. They help control inflammation. They support immunity. They even influence mood and memory. Many people think digestion is only about the stomach. In reality, the gut is like a control center. When the gut is healthy, the body feels calmer and stronger. When the gut is disturbed, many problems appear. Gas, bloating, constipation, and discomfort are common signs. Resistant starch helps by supporting the natural balance in the gut without harsh changes. This is why preparation matters so much. The same bowl of rice can affect the body in very different ways depending on how it is handled. Fresh and hot, it can raise sugar quickly. Cooked, cooled, and eaten later, it becomes gentler on the system. The food does not change, but the body experience does. In the next part, we will talk about the specific benefits this brings for people over 50. We will connect this process to blood sugar control, digestion, joint comfort, weight balance, and overall daily energy. For people over the age of 50, the real value of this approach shows up in everyday life. The first and most noticeable benefit is better blood sugar control. When starchy foods are eaten in a way that slows sugar release, the body stays calmer. Blood sugar does not spike suddenly. Insulin does not have to rush. Over time, this steady pattern supports better balance, especially for those living with diabetes or pre-diabetes. Another major benefit is digestion. Many people over 50 struggle with bloating, gas, or a feeling of heaviness after meals. Resistant starch moves through the digestive system more slowly and gently. It reaches the gut where it feeds the good bacteria. These bacteria help keep digestion regular and comfortable. Bowel movements become more predictable. Constipation becomes less frequent. Meals feel lighter even when portion size stays the same. Inflammation is another common issue as we age. It often shows up as joint stiffness, body aches, or swelling. What happens in the gut directly affects inflammation in the body. When good bacteria are supported, the gut produces substances that calm inflammation. This can lead to improved joint comfort and less morning stiffness. Many people notice they move more easily and feel less tight throughout the day. Weight management also becomes easier with this change. After 50, strict dieting often backfires. The body reacts by holding on to fat and slowing metabolism. When digestion improves and blood sugar stays steady, the body feels safer. It does not feel the need to store energy. Appetite becomes more balanced. Cravings reduce naturally without force or stress. Energy levels are another area where people notice improvement. Instead of feeling sleepy or heavy after meals, energy becomes more even. The highs and lows soften. This supports better focus during the day and more stable mood. Many people also report improved sleep when digestion is calmer and blood sugar is balanced. The gut also plays a role in brain health. There is a strong connection between the gut and the brain, especially as we age. When the gut is inflamed or unbalanced, it can affect memory, mood, and mental clarity. Supporting gut health through gentle food preparation helps protect this connection. The result is a clearer mind and a more relaxed nervous system. One important thing to understand is that this approach does not require eating less food. It does not require giving up cultural or traditional meals. Rice can still be part of the plate. Potatoes can still be enjoyed. Bread does not have to disappear. The difference is in how the food is prepared and timed. This approach respects the body instead of fighting it. It works with natural changes that happen after 50. It reduces stress on digestion, on insulin, and on the gut. Over time, this creates a foundation for better health without pressure or fear. In the next part, we will focus on practical steps. We will talk about how to prepare these foods safely, how long to cool them, how to reheat them, and how to fit this into a daily routine designed for life after 50. Now let us talk about how to use this approach in daily life. The goal is not to change everything at once. Small, steady steps work best, especially after the age of 50. When cooking rice, potatoes, or pasta, prepare them the way you normally do. There is no special recipe. Once cooked, allow the food to cool down and then place it in the refrigerator. Keeping it there for at least 12 hours is enough for the change to happen. When you are ready to eat, the food can be eaten cold or gently reheated. Reheating does not remove the benefit as long as the food is not overcooked again. Warm it just enough to be comfortable. Avoid frying or adding heavy sauces. Keep it simple. The body responds best to gentle preparation. Bread can also be handled this way. Storing bread in the freezer helps change how the starch behaves. When you take it out, let it thaw naturally or toast it lightly. This makes it easier on digestion and helps slow the rise of blood sugar. Portion size still matters, but the stress on the body is reduced. For those managing diabetes, it is important to monitor blood sugar and notice how your body responds. Everyone is different. This method supports balance, but it does not replace medical advice. Continue your medications as prescribed. Think of this as support, not a cure. Always listen to your body. This approach works best when combined with gentle movement. A daily walk, even for 15 or 20 minutes, helps the body use sugar more efficiently. Good sleep and proper hydration also play a role. The body heals and balances itself when these basics are respected. It is also important to eat mindfully. Slow eating, smaller bites, and calm meals support digestion. Stress during meals can disrupt digestion more than food itself. Create a peaceful routine around eating. This matters more than many people realize. Remember, aging does not mean decline. It means adjustment. The body still wants to function well. It simply needs the right support. By making small changes in how food is prepared, you give your body what it needs without taking away comfort or tradition. Health after 50 is not about strict rules or fear. It is about understanding, patience, and care. When the gut is supported, the whole body benefits. Digestion improves, energy stabilizes, joints feel easier, the mind feels clearer. This is not about perfection, it is about consistency. One meal at a time, one small change at a time. Over weeks and months, these changes add up. They create a healthier, calmer body that can carry you forward with strength and confidence.